Well, you can taste the passion in this Bamako crowd as the two coaches exchange mementos. Sylvain Lauti of Mali and Sam Vincent of Nigeria. An expectant group of dignitaries. They've come to see a very, very special occasion indeed. Well, both teams powered their way through their quarterfinals as FIBA Africa have decided to appoint 3 lady referees, all very capable of handling a very big occasion. A lot resting upon them, but I'm sure they won't let the home fans have too much of an influence. There the lineup for Mali.
We see that Mali is a really strong, physical, talented group, full of size within their roster. And I think Nigeria would really have to cope with that transition offense, what Nigeria is really strong at, led by talented Tauti Gandiga. Also, Nigeria will have to consider maybe to change the tactic within the game, to maybe set some zone defense, because we've seen previously that Mali has had a bit issues to play against the zone defense. So I'm pretty sure James Sam Vincent, this is the roster of Nigeria with a star within their roster, Evelyn Akatur, a young woman NBA recruit, but they are led by a great experienced coach, James Sam Vincent, and I'm pretty sure that he's gonna come out with some incredible strategy. We've seen that before already. This is a starting lineup for Nigeria.
Well, Nigeria, they've got some quicksilver guards, but no one on this floor tonight is going to be anywhere near as quick as Mali's number 8, Tauti Gandiga. She is grease lightning, so recognizable with that blonde bob of a hairdo. But not only is she quick, but she's a fantastic passer of the ball as well. A pass-first guard, if ever I saw one.
I think in this game, it's going to be very important that each one of the players is managing their personal fouls, because we know that the starting fives from both teams is a huge difference to the bench players. Even though I have to give a credit to both benches as well. We see now this matchup, Evelyn Akatur against Kanku Koulibaly. Both of the players had a tremendous impact for their teams. Evelyn Akatur is not the player who loves the long distance shots. She's more looking for her penetration and rebounding, and use that in her favor during the games. Nekduma Koulibaly has been such leader for Malin's team, and their cooperation with Tauti Gandiga is just a great, she's a strong element for Mali under the rim, and Nigeria will have to make sure they box out Malin's athletic team.
Well, our caption has him down as James Vincent, better known as Sam. One of the key aspects of this game, and Sam Vincent knows all about it, is the rebounding of Mali. Well, they just throw players at the basket, a shot goes up, and you can guarantee there'll be 3, probably 4 rebounders there. That, to my mind, the key element of the game. You've got to look after your defensive rebounds, Nigeria, otherwise you're going to get blown away.
Also, we have seen full court man-to-man pressing from both teams already at this tournament, and both teams are playing a great defense individually in that pressing. And it's going to depend also on the discipline of the point guards, on the communication between players to try to not commit too many turnovers against this full court pressure.
So the clock on the scoreboard reads 0. And a lady official says, come on you guys, it's time for action. There's Koulibaly. Just watch how she absolutely pounds the boards. The drumming is incessant, the waving of flags leaves you in no doubt who the fans here want to win. And remember what is at stake. We'll get promos throughout the game advertising Spain next year. It's not a holiday in Spain, it's the FIBA Basketball World Cup for Women, September 2018. The losers won't go. The winners of each semi-final only. The 2 representatives of Africa will go to Spain next year. Will it be Mali in green or Nigeria in white? Just wait for Mali's first score. The roof will be lifted off. And we've had a hurricane in Bamako today. Will it be a storm tonight in this arena? So Koulibaly against Akator for the opening tap, and it's Nigeria who get the scoreboard moving and put some pressure on as well. Straight to the hoop. Well, there's that rebounding I was talking about. And the first turnover.
Yeah. So what we mentioned first, transition offense and avoid the turnovers. We've seen that from Malin's team. Hopefully that's just a refocusing for them in this game with a great home crowd.
Great hustle. And here's Gandiga. Herrera, one of the Koulibalys, tied up inside. That'll be a held ball. And because Nigeria won the opening tap, it is Mali possession.
It's been a great hustle from Evelyn Akatur. She knew that if she leaves her teammate on Neknuma Koulibaly's back, she will probably punish it. So great help from her to enable Koulibaly to shoot.
Endline ball, Mali. Gandiga. Oh, Gandiga being fouled. First foul of the game against Nigeria. Again, we were promised foul markers on the table, no sign of them, so everyone in the room has to look up to the giant scoreboard. Gandiga. Koulibaly. And the first score for Mali. There goes that roof. Turnover Nigeria. It's not all about front court pressure from Mali. They play it all over the floor.
Yeah, we could see a bit misunderstanding now between Ngifa and Kalu on that back door. It's important both players are on the same page.
Such respect for both teams. And the rebound. And the regroup. A travel called. Yeah, she caught the rebound and then walked out of the restricted area.
And there's been a second penetration from Tirera, completely unguarded, and there was no one from the help side to stop that penetration. Nigeria really have to feel the pain.
What does surprise me, no denial of the inbounds pass by Mali. Shot clock on 6, and the steal. And Koulibaly gives Mali the lead. Well, actually, this is out of bounds. Was there a foot on the line? Let's have a look. There's no foul there. Foot on the line. So close to Mali's second score. And Nigeria on the boards to take the lead. 21 for Nigeria is Anton Yingifa. Nigeria trying to keep the hands of Gandiga off the ball. Gandiga hasn't touched the ball in this offense. And the rebound for Nigeria, grabbed by Evelyn Akatar. 11 is Adora Elonu. Gandiga offering the right hand. Dribbling into trouble, and there's a foul. It's a shooting foul. Yep. The Mali player, Nassira Traore, clearly moving laterally.
Yeah, if you want to cover this penetration, you have to make sure that you're in front of the player, not trying to reach by hands. That's what we've just seen. And again, we could see that pump fake from Evelyn Akatur almost on the three-point line. It almost seems that Mali hasn't really scouted her because she's not the shooter from that range. She more waits exactly for this mistake of defense and goes under their arms and continue into the penetration.
Ezine Kalou misses the first. Some problem with the table, and now everything's hunky-dory, we hope. The referees today at breakfast are saying it is so difficult to get any communication because of the noise. It is just incessant. And the second is good. So 5-2, Nigeria lead. Again, keeping the ball out of the hands of Gandiga. And the last, Gandiga comes to get it and fires up a three. You might say Nigeria winning the battle of the boards at the moment.
Oh.
As a forced pass, good denial defense from Nassiri Traore.
That has been a great look from Kalou on Elonu, but the execution of the pass has been a bit improper.
First time out of the game. And it's called by Mali coach Sylvain Lauti. Well, in just about every game Mali have played, they've had a quiet start against the better teams in this competition. And they're having a quiet start, or they had a quiet start against Nigeria as well. 6.5 to go in the first quarter, and 5-2 Nigeria lead. Now we have got the coaches mic'd up, but there's no point really unless you can lip read. Very confident looking Sam Vincent, former NBA player. Nigeria lost 2 years ago in the semi-final, 70-71 to Cameroon. They do not want to experience that again. Some members of the Mali fan club here falling in love with a certain Toti Gandiga, we understand. No banner, oh, the banner's out as well. And here she is. What can they do coming out of their timeouts?
Great defense from Madu under the rim, trying to cover Ima Coulibaly, be in front of her, enable that passing line.
Well, it's a hesitant Mali. Not what the doctor ordered. And that shot is blocked. Coulibaly says, get out of here. Endline ball, Nigeria. It's taken Mali, well, they got to the 4-minute mark, and just one field goal. And that's another shooting foul. Nigeria taking it to Mali at the moment.
Yeah, that's been a great decision from Ngifa. She hasn't seen anyone on that split line. The help came a bit too late because while she's already in the jump for the shoot, you're already supposed to be there by your body, not by your hands.
Atoni Yingifa misses the first. And the second. Coulibaly the rebounder. Coulibaly a long way from the hoop. And Mali get the drop. And that's Ramata Diakite. And the turnover.
It's going to be a really important element in this game. Who's going to manage those turnovers better in this game full of pressure?
Gandiga advances the ball so quickly. Coulibaly inside. Surrounded. Another rebound for Nigeria.
It has been a great kick out from Coulibaly because she has recognized that she has 3 defenders on her. So great kick out.
23 for Nigeria, handling the press. And the score. It's a 2-pointer. And at the moment, Nigeria doing to Mali what Mali do to most other teams. The 3 goes up, and not a Mali rebounder in sight. I've not had to say that all tournament. Well, look, suspiciously like a travel, and that's out of bounds from Mali.
Yeah, another misunderstanding between 2 Malian players. By understanding this noise, you can't really shout, it's mine, I got this rebound, but they really have to watch each other.
Out of bounds, end line, Nigeria.
Nigeria is playing way smarter these couple of the minutes of the first quarter. They're reading the defense of Mali. They're not running into the positions if the Mali defense is waiting there already, because obviously they have scouted their offense. They know where they're supposed to run. So smart play from Nigeria.
That's Dabo in, and the referee didn't like her headwear for some reason. Here's Gandiga. And the turnover, Gandiga. How many times have you said it in this tournament, Teresa? Sometimes her brain is a lot quicker than her feet.
Yeah, we see that. But
or the other way around.
But as soon as she makes work together, both on the same time, she's just gonna be unstoppable.
A rare incident there of an opposing team to Mali able to get a comfortable pass. Into the jaws of death. Here's Gandiga, waiting for the troops to arrive. Good Dinar defense in the mid-post. Nothing inside, and another rebound for Nigeria, and again it is Akatar. Who is going to break this game open, this semi-final, this vital semi-final, this ticket to Spain? Shot clock on 8. Well, the jump shot makes it a 10-4 lead, 4 on the shot clock. I remember Mali have already had a timeout. They only got one left in the entire first half. That's still an age to go. No pressure on the ball handler. Again, they can't get the ball to Gandiga. A shot block again and chased down by Nigeria. Again, not much pressure on the ball handler. Seven for Nigeria. Okoki. The three-pointer goes up and out. And the rebound. Well, that's Mali possession. Who did he come off last?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a Nigeria possession,
yeah,
but
definitely Adabo touched that last. Substitution Nigeria. Akator is out. Probably not for long. The crowd's still waiting for an explosion from Mali.
Yeah, the question's gonna be whose bank's gonna step up in this game more, because the key players are under extreme pressure, and I doubt that any of them could have played 40 minutes. They will need those little breaks to catch up again with the energy level and come back on the court.
Terrera, they almost lost the ball and then complained to the official her shirt was being pulled. Shot clock on 4. And that's just throwing at the board in more in hope than expectation. Now, is that a shot clock violation? It certainly is. As Coach Loughty says, yeah, but the shooter's arm was caressed. He didn't actually say that, but I won't repeat the language. Oh, lovely fake. But no result, no end result on the jump shot, and Gandiga stronger. The last 2 minutes of the first quarter, and Mali come up with, well, nearly a turnover. Both coaches very angry in a game with such high stakes. Dabo. No threat. Taking it to the hoop, and she didn't get the roll, but Mali got the rebound, and there's a foul on the play. End line ball, Mali, the foul. Nigeria's Chioma Udeja. There the foul, in an attempt to get the rebound. 2 field goals in 8.5 minutes for Mali. A foul, and that's the 3rd on Nigeria. The off-the-ball defense from Nigeria is awesome at the moment. Their problems are on the ball. Gandiga to inbound. Here she is again. The step through. And again, no score. And this time Nigeria do get possession.
Yeah, Nigeria has to avoid those penetrations into the middle of the paint, because then that's a danger position for them.
I was about to say it's been all Nigeria, but it's still a very close game. Into that mid-post. Surely, well, I thought I saw a travel. I did indeed see a travel.
Yeah, great spot from official.
Here it is. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Aisha Mohammed has decided to penetrate into the traffic because she hasn't seen any open passing mark to her teammates. Great defense from Mali.
Gandiga in the last minute of the first quarter. Can Mali give themselves a boost going into the break between second and third. No, they can't, but they get a rebound, and there's a travel on the play. A lot of pressure on the officials, and at the moment they're handling it pretty well. "35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No one scored for a long time. There's a three-pointer goes up, and that stays the same. Bit of a wild shot there. No rebounders in sight.
Yeah,
but Nigeria.
That has been quite unprepared. When you decide to shoot like that, you have to make sure you have rebounders under the rim.
2-second differential between game and shot clock. Kandiga gets their own rebound. They've got a new shot clock. There's a foul on the shooter. It's a 3-shot foul. The foul, Nigeria's number 7, Sarah Ogoki. There's the foul. Oh, Sam Vincent said the foul was on the floor. I don't think so, Sam.
Herrera has been so far a shooting leader for Mali, averaging almost 13 points per game. And she should definitely use that mismatch she has on her in today's game from the wing position.
First two are good, one to come. This to make it a 10-7 lead for Nigeria with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. And there'll be some pressure as well. Now, substitution, I think. No, it is headline ball after the score. And here comes the pressure. Now Nigeria need to get it into the hands of a point guard.
Yeah, and
they do.
Ogoki has recognized that, and she just came for the help, but not needed this time.
Well, the final shot of the quarter. No. Well, the crowd erupts, and the lead official says no score. 10-7 after 10 minutes. Mali 7, Nigeria 10 in a scintillating semi-final here in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. A place in Spain at stake. (10-7), Nigeria lead Mali. First semi-final of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. There are the stats. Neither team has hit a bomb from the outside. And in a very low-scoring first quarter, a 3-point lead for Nigeria. They had a 10-4 lead, but 3 free throws from Mali have got them back in the game. Not that they were ever out of it. Both coaches offering help to the assistant, to the referees, as indeed they always do. Most coaches do that. What a battle it was on the boards, and you have to say Nigeria came out on top.
Yeah,
that shot was blocked.
Yeah, and we can see that Mali is a bit struggling from that shooting point. They have shot so far only 15%. And that's very low percentage. It's just a question of being fully concentrated on those shots and just keep shooting them, because they are a good team from that point of view, and they just have to believe the higher percentage is going to come in this game.
Well, a casual observer might say Mali have beaten up some of the minnows in this tournament on the boards. Nigeria, no minnows. They're holding their own. Nigeria lost by 1 in the semi-final 2 years ago. They do not want a repeat. (23) handling the press, Ezine Kalou. Nice pass. The shot was blocked. Well, some rather wild passes being thrown here, but they're reaching their target. And no one really reaching the target of the hoop. Good defense And there's a foul on the play. It's a shooting foul.
Yep.
Well, Nigeria have been to the foul line twice. Mali once so far. So very few fouls being called in a very physical game.
It has been a great recognition now from Adora Elonu. She has recognized that there has been a double ready by the baseline, so she has just dribbled out again and kept her head high to spot her teammate Mandu wide open under the rim.
Well, Nigeria struggling from the line. This is the third time they've been there. They're only shooting 50%. And now it's less than 50%. Gandiga. You rarely see Gandiga asking for help. There's an offensive foul called. Offensive foul against Astan Darbo. That was the elbow. My mistake, actually. It was Kanku Koulibaly. Patient play here from Nigeria. It's got to be against this defense. Now that's a lack of patience. And the rebound, Astan Darbo. Probably 6'5" with the hairdo. Possibly bigger. 10. One of the Koulibalys. Torreira. Darbo puts the ball on the floor. Almost lost it. 5 on the shot clock.
Great defense now from Nigeria team. They have recognized those screens. They're just switching them. So Mali should read a bit those switches and try to use those mismatches created by screening each other.
Substitution, Nigeria. Atoni Yingifa back in, number 21. 4 on the shot clock. Has Gandiga seen it? She hadn't. And on the break, here goes Nigeria. And they slow it down. And the hesitation.
Oh.
And there's a foul on the play. And Coach Lauti is blowing a gasket.
Yeah, because it's impossible that Kalu has the ball, stops the break and just hesitate and attack again, and there's still no one Mali defender on the split line to help this penetration. It's been a great read from Kalu to go for that reverse layup as well to avoid any blocks.
Well, Mali are not in foul trouble by any means. This foul was their third, but Nigeria not making the most of it. Just 1 from 2 on this occasion. The lead goes to 4, 11-7.
And Mali needs to manage their team fouls right now because they are just 1 foul away, again, away from being in foul troubles as a team, which would just end up rewarding any Nigerian player on the foul line after any foul committed.
And no fouls against Nigeria in this second quarter. Well, there is now, though. The foul, 13 for Nigeria. That's Evelyn Akator. We highlighted her at the before the tip. Nigeria do not want her in foul trouble. Endline ball, Mali. Akator. On the turnaround, it's a 2-point game. We highlighted her as well. Magnuma Koulibaly. Oh, there's a man open, but she didn't use her because she laid it up left-handed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Madu would be angry if Elonu missed this shot because she was wide open.
And that shot was blocked, and the rebound, Akator. End-to-end stuff here in Mali. 3-pointer up and in and out, and the shooter gets her own rebound.
Yeah, Kalu Azin wants a reset of the offense, prepare, organize, and play discipline.
4 on the shot clock. The jump shot misses. The follow-up knocks it out of bounds. Mali possession. I don't think this is going to be a 70-71 game. Teresa, very low-scoring defense rules.
Yeah, again, we see a game of defenses. We see a great pressure from both teams, and referees are controlling the pressure quite decently. They let the players be a bit physical, but still they are setting a balance between those calls.
Mali with the shot clock on 2. Easy rebound for Nigeria. Long time left on the shot clock this time for Nigeria. The open shot misses by a long way. Two very, very nervous teams. Gandiga. Oh, that's a great hustle. Different game in the semi-final than the two games that the two teams experienced in the quarterfinals. And we have a timeout now, called by St. Vincent of Nigeria. 13-9, Nigeria lead Mali. 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first half. St. Vincent trying to stay calm in the eye of the storm.
One time, we're going to try our 4 this way. Okay, we're going to try our 4 play this way. Coming up, make the pass to Tone on the elbow. Okay, go ahead and go through, set your back screen. Let Evelyn come through and get big right here in the middle. All right, take your time, Evelyn, get real big on the post.
Looks like a simple game, doesn't it, from Sam's point of view? How about Sylvain's point of view? Well, it hardly seems worthwhile talking about leading scorers so far because it's a very, very low-scoring game.
Yeah, I think both teams play a great man-to-man defense with a great help from the weak side. And always it's a good advantage of teams who has a great help defense from the weak side because it just enables players to penetrate that easy.
Leadership there from Nagnuma Coulibaly. I would have expected Gandiga to be doing a lot of talking in that huddle. Not so. On the turnaround, misses by a long way. Nigeria have command of their own board. 6 to go in the first half. Not quite a turnover. 9 on the shot clock. There it is, knocked out of bounds. No easy out of bounds score. Ingifa on the turnaround, finds the open three-point shooter, who misses it by a long way. The rebound, Nagnuma Coulibaly. Defense slackened off slightly here, halfway through the second quarter. The loose ball, not quite grabbed by Nigeria, but Mali knocked it out of bounds. Let's say Coach Lauti, not the happiest man in the arena at the moment, and the official is saying, cut it out. The world is not against you, Coach Lauti. Some of it is, the Nigerian bit. Oh, that's forced. Not good footwork either. Here goes Gandiga. Darbo. The steal and the break. Should be 2. Is indeed, and a bonus.
That hasn't been played well, the offense from Mali, because I'm not sure if he won a double on the top of the key, trying to penetrate and turn back to the all small guards of Nigerian defense. It's been a great hustle from Nigeria, using their hands to deflect this ball, steal this ball, and great recognition for a quick break.
The foul, Bagayoko. First three-point play possibility. Now Mali are now trailing by 7. Substitution Mali. Big girl coming out. Aston Darbo rather. No, back in. Well, some of the fans didn't quite understand that exchange. I must confess I didn't either. Gandiga is not being allowed to play the point. Well, that was a tough pass, but a good recovery. And the rebound by Yingitha. No 2 this time, and no rebounders either for Nigeria. Gandiga uses the screen to free herself. And the rebound. Gandiga for 3. It's in and out. Another rebound for Mali, taking control of the board at last. But they still get nothing from it. Another good hustle, Mali.
Whoa.
And the foul.
Yeah.
Now that was, I think, 4 offensive rebounds for Mali.
Yeah, Mali had to punish this complete mess defense from Nigeria at that time.
The foul, Nigeria's number 12, Didi Madu.
Yeah, and it hasn't been a shooting foul. I have seen, oh okay, that has been a change in a signal of referee.
Only the second foul in this quarter by Nigeria, but it was a shooting foul. Well, the affliction from the foul line is now affecting Mali. One from 2 for Naziri Traore. Nigeria by 6. Terrific defense from Gandiga on the turnaround. I would suggest that Nigeria do not need off-balance turnaround shots. It was 10-4 for a long time. It's been 16-10 for some time. And the rebound was thrown straight to a teammate, to an opponent rather. The foul, Gandiga, it's another shooting foul. Nigeria back on the foul line.
Yeah, great defense brings you an offense, and it has been, again, great help side defense from Nigeria. Recognition on the quick break, and Kalu, again, a first player to finish this play.
Just the first foul against Gandiga. Ezine Kalu on the foul line. This time, Nigeria do hit the first one. Biggest lead of the game. Two from 2. It's an 8-point lead now. 8 points in a low-scoring game is big. Timeout Mali. 18-10, Nigeria lead Mali with 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half.
Roy, I'm going to tell you, we've been praying to see another game full of great defenses, and I think we're happy now witnessing that type of game, because both sides are playing a great defense full of intensity, pressure, and heart into it as well, and that's why it's such a low-score game as well, 18-10 for Nigeria.
Yeah, you and I are both privileged to see the Ivory Coast against Cameroon, 57-50, low-scoring game, but absolutely magnificent defense, both teams. Basketball isn't all about scoring 100 points a game. It's about defense as well. There's an art to it, and there's a heart to it as well. Leading scorer Kalu, 6 points. That's the number 23 for Nigeria. Watching highlights. And we're watching a lot of shots that bounce on the rim and out. But again, an instance where we've hardly noticed the officials. These three ladies doing a great job. And now Nigeria putting some pressure up the floor. Do they get it? Not quite. A triple team in the corner. Again, they're trying to keep the ball out of Gandiga's hands. They're not letting the ball come on the floor, Nigeria.
Yeah, Gandiga has to run away from that sideline to create a bit space for those cuts towards to the ball. If she's gonna just stay by the sideline, it's way too easy to guard it by two Nigerian players.
Yeah, Koulibaly recognized that and got free. And now Gandiga does have the ball in her hands. What a brain Koulibaly has, number 15, Nagnamu Koulibaly.
Now Nigeria has forced Marianne Koulibaly to play by the half court.
And Nigeria get possession again. Apologies, the graphic went off there. That was low in the shot clock again. Oh my word, Nigeria, you had them. The bucket was begging and you threw the ball away.
This is a very unforced mistake now from Ziana Kalu.
Yeah, you play this game with the inside of your head. You got to think about it. Again, Gandiga being denied possession, and there's a foul on the play, and that is the third team foul against Nigeria.
Yep. Not quite sure why Gandiga doesn't run away from that line and create for herself a bit of more space to get rid of Kalu on that cut towards to the ball.
It may be that Coach Lauti wants the ball in Gandiga's hands and she's desperate to do as she's told because she's hardly had it in her hands.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, but she can still do it the way that she runs away from the line and comes to the line, which gives her time to get rid of Kalu.
No Mali rebounders. Goodness me. Three-pointers, 0, each team. Gandiga now applies the pressure. Ogoki, no way through, shot clock on 4. Shot goes up, and an one. That is the use of the shot clock that coaches dream about.
Wow, what a penetration from Okoye Cecilia. And the three big players of Mali and still weren't able to stop that penetration.
Oh, Cecilia. Was it Simon and Garfunkel? It certainly was. What a great drive. And she has given Nigeria a 10-point lead. It may soon be 11. "11 points the lead for Nigeria in this first semi-final of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. Who's going to Spain? We don't know yet, but at the moment, Nigeria making a statement.
Oh.
Koulibaly under pressure. Bump foul, no. Another rebound for Nigeria, and they chase down the loose ball as well. Penetration, a dish, and 2 points. And Coach Sylvain Lauti, well, blows a gasket. The lead 13 with 80 seconds remaining in the first half. This has been a defensive masterclass from Nigeria, and what's more, they get possession. Coach Lauti can't believe what he's seeing. Hey ref, my players are getting hit on the arms. Tough luck, Sylvain.
Kalu at the end again trying to organize her teammates.
That's no backcourt. A minute left in the first half. Shot clock on 7. Inside we go. No way through. Good defense, Mali. Oh, the loose ball. The loose ball again. Who's going to dive on it? It is Nigeria possession. Referees consult each other, and they all three agree. All three committee members say Nigeria possession. Dead right.
What a hustle from both teams right now. And mainly from Nigeria. They go into that risk of foul right now, trying to force Mali's team to turn the ball over, and they've been successful in this last defensive possession.
Now, I'm not sure why the shot clock reads 19. I think Mali had possession. Nigeria stole it back again. I think that should be reset to 24. Not quite sure about that. Oh, that's a poor pass. Now, Mali, in the dying seconds of the first half, you have a chance to get back in the game. Gandiga, Koulibaly. And she does so. 4-second differential between game and shot clock. 23 plays 12. There is a slight differential between game and shot clock at the end of the first half. Nigeria should not let Nigeria have another touch of the ball. But they have let them have another touch of the ball with 8 seconds to go. Can they score in 5 seconds? Have they looked up at the clock? It's got to go up. It didn't go in anyway. The buzzer goes for half time. Nigeria 23, Mali 12. Both teams will go to the locker room. They can't stay here in this noise. Both teams have a lot to talk about. But Coach Sylvain Lauti of Mali, he has real problems. His team trailing by 11. Remember what's at stake. A trip to sunny Spain, September 2018. The winners go there, the losers don't. There are the stats. No three-pointers, either team. The rebounds, Mali have the advantage. Nigeria have the advantage in terms of assists. Steals, well, and turnovers pretty even, but the scoreboard is anything but even.
Yeah, absolutely. Mali is shooting 15%, and it's too low, but credit to Nigeria defense because they are way on time every time someone decides to penetrate. I think Nigeria is proving us that they have such a huge heart as a team, being well coached, and as in Kalu, I think she's just a key player right now for Nigeria, completely controlling the offense of that team and defense as well.
Well, very often we talk about one major facet of the game or statistic, but to me, a negative statistic is this one. Mali have been commanding the boards all tournament. Tonight, they're not. Nigeria have command of their own defensive rebound, and that is the key stat. In a low-scoring game, it's Nigeria 23, Mali 12. Welcome back to the Palais des Sports Salamatu Maiga in Bamako, Mali. It's half-time in the first semi-final of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017. And we have something of a surprise on our hands because the home side, Mali, despite the best efforts of their sixth man, the fantastic crowd here in the arena, it is Nigeria 23, Mali 12. And a couple of key statistics, nobody's hit a three-pointer yet. Believe it or not, Mali are just about winning the battle of the rebounds, but it just seems as though Nigeria have command of their own backboard, getting the defensive rebound. And another key statistic, if indeed it is a stat, is the efficiency rating. Mali, the home side, with all these fans behind them, a mere 5 efficiency rating compared to 22 by Nigeria. Now, neither is particularly high. Well, Mali certainly isn't, but in a low-scoring game, a difference in efficiency rating like that is telling. 23-12. And remember what's at stake. The winners go to Spain next year, next September, September 2018. And the losers, well, they'll have to play for the bronze medal, and they will not go to Spain. Roy Birch and Teresa Brantlova. Teresa, we know Mali can get themselves back into the game, but how are they going to do it?
Yeah, they can get themselves really quickly. They just need to try to get rid of that pressure of Nigeria by passing, cut and go, a little bit to move, not to try to force it by dribbling. We see that Nigeria is pushing Mali's players close to the half court, which is not quite usual for them because they haven't faced anyone at this tournament who would put that aggression on them. And we've seen a couple of times that the big players of Mali has been playing by the half court, trying to help Gandiga release that pressure. And that's just not the way. They have to now anticipate because they know that Nigeria comes trap every single screen or every single, not trap every single screen, pardon, go from the help side to trap or cover every penetration. So they have to share the ball a bit more for that one extra plus for an open player. Credit to Nigeria, they really now performing collectively as a one team offensively and defensively. We can't really point out one player, even though I'd love to mention Ezeani Kalu. She's been really directing her team and she's setting the tempo of the game for Nigeria pretty well so far.
Well, we've seen one 15-point lead disappear tonight already. Tunisia against the Ivory Coast. They led by 15, very close to half-time. They were only lead by 1 at half-time because the Ivory Coast ran in 14 points without reply. Can Mali do a Ivory Coast? The noise level intensifies as we approach the start of the second half. A master stroke really in that first half by Nigeria coach Sam Vincent. I think one of his many tactics was to not let Gandiba run the show. There she is, Gandiba momentarily. She's hardly had her hands on the ball in a key situation. Tati Gandiga, Mali need her to have her hands on the ball. Well, the first three-pointer of the game, beginning of the second half, and it is Ramata Diakite.
Yeah, it has been Mali only by 2 points, Roy, so I think Diakite probably stepped on the line.
Well, I think Nigeria looking for the foul there. There was no foul. The turnover. Will we see an early timeout if Mali score here? Well, that three-pointer wasn't a three-pointer, it was a 2. She's towing the line. There's Gandiga inside, a rebound, and a steal for Nigeria. And they get the ball down the floor so quickly, but they missed the layup. Here you go, Mali, on the end of the break. A two-pointer, 4 without reply for Mali. The crowd going ballistic. 13 for Mali is Maya Torreira.
That's a great comeback from Mali's changing room into the third quarter of this game.
23-16. Nigeria have to shake their heads and get themselves open. Start thinking about the game. Here's Gandiga. If that goes in, we may see a timeout. That's a foul by Nigeria. The foul is Nigeria's number 13, Evelyn Akator. Well, there's someone laid out on the floor, a little push there, yeah. It was definitely Akator's foul, her second. Coach Sam Vincent looks on, and the crowd have woken up. Little push there from Akator. Sam Vincent can't quite believe the start his team have made. 0-4 in this second half. It's not 0-4 now, it's 0-6. Koulibaly. And the turnover, or is it? Not quite. Timeout Nigeria? No, it's the sub. No, it's neither. Look at the crowd here.
Yeah.
Bamako, Mali.
The game is now over, especially when you play Mali as a host.
6 without reply for Mali. Nigeria somewhat rattled. And there's a holding foul against Mali. And it's number 13, that's Maya Terera. Well, little bump there. Well, actually, it was 87 Ramata Diakite. No passing there. There's some clown in the crowd with a whistle. And a rebound. And the turnover. Well, if the players stop because of a false whistle, I think the referees have to stop the game and appeal to the commissioner. The steal, and the steal back. And that'll be a held ball. No, he won't. Yes, he will. Surely. And it is a Nigeria possession. Great start for Mali in this second half. It's 8 seconds on the shot clock, though. Referee wants the ball wiped of any moisture. Nigeria trying to clear their heads. Three teams out there, and the team of officials are doing a great job. Baseline, no way through. Gandiga. Well, the turnover, and Mali getting a little ahead of themselves. And amazingly, no pressure up the floor from Mali. I would think Nigeria are very grateful for that fact. The baseline opens up. And Nigeria can't get underway. They do now. No, they don't. Because Mali have the rebound again. And the travel. There, Koulibaly says, yeah, okay, ref, I agree.
Yeah, she knows. She knows she has walked, and now we're seeing a bit offensive struggle from Nigeria. Has been a great improvement, to be honest, from the big players of Mali on their penetrations.
That's wonderful defense.
No.
Oh, well, I'm not sure it was an intended shot. It went in anyway. Gandiga under pressure. The lead back to 8. Make it 7. The reverse layup results in a foul shot. The foul against Nigeria's number 12, Didi Madu. There it is.
Yeah, a bit late into that defense. If she would have turned her body towards the sidewise to the baseline, I'm pretty sure that Diakite wouldn't have the angle to attack that basket.
First is good for Kuta Kamara. We have a ball game in our hands in this first semi-final here in Mali. And the rebound for Nigeria. And pressure up the floor from Mali. We didn't see much of that in the first half. The defense has intensified dramatically. Nigeria can't get a look at the hoop. Defense by Mali results in the rebound. Here's Gandiga. You can cut the atmosphere with a knife. Herrera for no points. Defensive rebound, Nigeria.
There has been a bit force into that shot, but I understand there has been a shot clock ticking.
The defensive footwork of Gandiga is astonishing. And the three-pointer for Mali. That is now the first, for Nigeria rather, that is now definitely the first three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, this one is, and again, great share of the ball from Kalu. Seeing Alu dropping down into that corner for an open shot.
The lead 9 for Nigeria. It was 11. No way for Diakite along the baseline. And the two on the turnaround. The crowd wanted a foul. They wanted Koulibaly for an and one. She's not going to get it. Kalu, defended by Gandiga. Now who just shot from the corner for a three? That's a long two, which misses by some distance. Diakite. Gandiga says, let's have some movement.
And again, it's a great sign of controlling the rhythm of the game, because she has seen that Tavera has lost the ball before almost. Whoa!
Oh, that one for Mali. The foul is Nigeria's 13. Evelyn Akota, that's her third foul. That's a wonderful, wonderful body work from Maya Torreira. She leapt, she twisted, and she still spun it off the glass. The and one. This for a 4-point game. The three-point play is not completed. It's in Kalu. Gandiga runs into a brick-solid screen. Well, the defense from Mali is the least aggressive I've seen all week. Oh, that's miles out. That was closer to her bench, and she got a three-pointer. 31 plays 23, and the turnover.
And again, Kalu doesn't like that space on the floor.
Not again, surely, not this time.
That has been quite forced shot again. She has stopped that break to wait for her teammates to go to grab that rebound, but I think they could have found a better solution.
Gandiga taking it inside, laying it up and missing. Perhaps looking for the foul, perhaps anticipating a foul. Well, there's no foul there, but there's a layup. That's what Gandiga wanted at the other end. But Nigeria got at the other end, as in Kalu. It's back to a 10-point game. Timeout! Called by Sylvain Lauti, coach of Mali. He's seen his team get back into the game, but all that effort has produced just a 1-point lead in this quarter for him. So that equates to a 33-23 scoreline in favor of Nigeria. Well, let's listen to what Coach Sam Vincent has to say. If we can, we have got him mic'd up, but can we hear him? Oh, this is Coach Lauti. Okay, well, Coach Lauti knows he's still in the game with 3:33 to go in the third. But a lot of threes up there on the scoreboard. 2 of them belong to Nigeria and only 1 to Mali. 33 plays 23. Crowd got very, very excited at the start of this second half. But Nigeria have had the perfect response. Koulibaly there looking extremely cool. So too Ezin Kalu of Nigeria. So some pressure up the floor from Nigeria. Mali to inbound. Nigerian assistant coach looking for movement down at the Mali bench, I think. No, looking to see what the table is doing. Extremely tough job being a table official in such a tense situation. Everyone knows exactly what is at stake, and the Nigerian assistant coach is going to give St. Vincent a little information here as to what it's all about. Yeah, thumbs up. That lady is in control of this game. Has been from the opening tap. Oh, that's an open shot, which misses. Mali possession.
That has been a great decision from Elonu to wait till what Diakite will do in that quick break. And when she's seen that she took that responsibility by herself, that was the time when she stepped towards to the player with the ball.
And both feet planted well outside the no charge circle. Mali, of course, in a man-to-man. Koulibaly, no way past. Finds Kandiga, who fires up a hope shot. And there's a foul on the floor. That is the fourth against Nigeria. There we go, where's the foul? There it is, boxing out with the arms. We have a Malian player on the floor in some distress. The foul, I think, was against Nigeria's number 9, Aisha Mohammed. If you're going to box out, you've got to get a man on your back, not just flail your arms around. Now, who is it on the floor? Well, she looks to be in some distress. I don't think that was as a result of the boxing out foul, but it doesn't look at all pleasant. We'll try and identify the poor soul on the floor as soon as we can. Well, it's not Kandiga.
No, it's Nguma Koulibaly, number 15.
15, well, that is, if she can take no further part in the game, that is a big, big blow to Mali.
Yeah, we could
It
see her.
certainly is.
We could see her thumb up, showing a crowd and a coach that she will be alright.
Well, let's hope so. Not just for Mali's sake, but for the game of basketball's sake as well, because she's a hell of a player. 3:09 to go in the third. The lead is 10 for Nigeria. In it goes. And in it goes.
That's been a great recognition from Nasira Traore, because Sarah Ogoki is way shorter than her, so she just faked the run away from the ball and returned into the low block position.
Upatozi with the job of advancing the ball now for Nigeria, number 5. Here she is again. Terrific defense from Mali. And the pickup, and the block shot, and the 2 points. That's how to stay on the offensive glass from Nigeria. The lead back to 10.
Yeah, what a hustle. We've seen 3 players from Mali just turning their head and watching.
Now Nigeria in the penalty, they have to be careful. Any foul? Oh, great hands. Surely that'll be a hell ball. It certainly will, and it is. Mali possession. It's getting tasty in there. Well, to say that Astan Darbo had her feet planted wide is an understatement indeed.
A bit of frustration of Dabo right now showed, and she's lucky that the officials hasn't spotted that intentional kick on Aisha Mohammed.
Well, Coach Lauti is raging again. pouring with sweat. Looking at the scoreboard, saying, where's the effect of they're in the penalty now, ref, you know. So here we go, Mali, end line ball, 11 on the shot clock. Torreira, no way past the baseline or along the baseline, on the turnaround. Torreira misses, and the rebound is Nigeria's. Get the ball over the halfway line within 8, and they just about do it. As soon as you get that ball, that shot clock turns. What can Mali do defensively? They have to get a stop. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Do Nigeria know all about it? No, they don't. The shot clock has expired. Not a good recognition from Nigeria. Just over a minute and a half to go. And both coaches suffering cotton mouth, the dry mouth.
And again, we see pressure from Nigeria, as always.
Little hesitation here from Mali. But no hesitation now, taking it to the bucket and getting nothing. The rebound was Darbo. And the foul, it's a shooting foul. Well, as ever, when we have the host nation on the floor, we have about 4,000 referees helping the 3 guys on the court.
Yeah, and it has been a 4th foul, unfortunately, for Evelyn Akatur. So a great move from Coach Vincent to take her off the court.
First is good, it's a 9-point game. Alamata Yakiti, 2 from 2, it's an 8-point game now. Got to get that ball over the halfway line again, and they do so well. It's a backcourt dribble. I tell you what, well, it's an 8-second call. 4,000 fans indicated a backcourt dribble then. Or a dribble into the backcourt from the front court. Now can Mali make the most of this opportunity? They certainly can, taking it into the hole and missing the layup. And Traore thought she got a steal, but she just knocked the ball out of bounds. There's the hands of Siri Traore.
So it would be good if one of the big players from Nigeria just flash into the middle of the court to help these guys, because we see 3 Mali defenders on 2 Nigerians.
In my day, Teresa, we used to call that a lighthouse.
Yep.
Nigeria just taking a little bit of air out of the ball now. If that goes in, well, that would have been a major heartache for Mali. Well into the last minute of the 3rd quarter. Inside we go, there's a foul. It's an and one. Celebrations all round. The and one for Mali. There's the pass inside. And Diakite is causing problems inside. The crowd go ballistic. 35 plays 29. The 3-point play is not completed and no rebounders for Mali. The closest Mali have been for a long time though, in an ultra low scoring game. Mohammed takes it to the hoops, she's fouled.
We could see already for a couple times that Mohammed is using the quickness of her feet against Dapo, because she knows she's way taller and slower on her, but there hasn't been a help side defense from Mali on time to cover this penetration.
Aisha Mohammed on the foul line for Nigeria. We've had 1 timeout this half so far. That was for Mali. That was when they were trailing by 10. Now they trail by 6. The boys in the band, halfway up the screen there. Oh, Mohammed misses the first by some distance. But not the second. The lead goes back to 7. And the steal. Oh, you had time. Oh, there was a man underneath for a second.
Oh, good play now, finally. They have now 13 seconds ticking.
Shot clock on 3.
Oh!
A killer. A real blow from Sarah Ogoki. 4 seconds, you got to get your shots away, Mali, and they failed to do so. If that goes in, which it was very, very close. So the lead back to 10. Mali, they keep getting 3/4 of the way up the mountain, and then they're slithering back down again. 39 plays 29 after 3/4 of this first semi-final of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017.
What a quarter. We see that Mali has started to hit some shots and has been a more threat into the penetration, because Nigeria outside defense hasn't been as effective as in the first half. What a quarter. 17-16 for Mali in this third quarter of the game. I always say the third quarter is such important time of the game, and we've seen that Mali has came well prepared from the changing rooms to get back into the game.
Well, Mali have 10 minutes to resurrect their hopes of making Spain September 2018 for the Basketball World Cup for women. It's looking quite possibly like history repeating themselves, because back in 2011 in this very venue, Neguma Koulibaly and Astan Darby were on the team, the Mali team. They lost in that semi-final as well. They do not want history to repeat itself. 3 3-pointers in that period, that 10-minute period, and that really has given Nigeria a 10-point advantage. They were leading going into the third quarter by 11. Mali fought back to get within 5, but it's back to double figures, the lead for Nigeria. We're just waiting for the clock to tick down to 0, then it'll tick back up to 10, and we'll begin the fourth quarter. The atmosphere has reached fever pitch. Here go Mali, looking to resurrect their campaign to make Spain. On the turnaround, and the offensive rebound by Darbo. Well, a bit of a hope shot, and Nigeria chased down the loose ball. And something of a body check there from Mali's Maiga. Well, she came out of that little physical incident worse off. Koulibaly there does not want to lose another semi-final. Mali comes out. She's okay, just possibly a bit shaken. Now Nigeria are taking the best part of 6 or 7 seconds to get the ball over the halfway line every time. Pass inside for 2. The lead stretches to 12. It's the biggest lead of the game. Sorry, equal biggest. Here's Gandiga. Can Gandiga conjure up some magic for Mali? Diakite, perhaps she can. Well, she's fouled. She'll go to the line. And the foul is Mohamed. Mohamed's come on the floor, didn't start by any means, and she's done a great job on defense.
In this fourth quarter, it will be very important for both teams to manage their team fouls, because you don't want to send the opponent early on the foul shot for every foul committed. So it will be very important to use your feet in defense to cover every penetration and not your hands.
A groan resonates around the arena when the first foul shot misses. The second is good. It's back to an 11-point game. Asto Darbo goes out. Number 30, 3-0.
We see quite short lineup now from Mali on the court.
And Nigeria pushed the ball down the floor with a great deal of purpose. No pick and roll there. The three-pointer is out, and the rebound drops into the hands of Gandiga. Oh, the easy two. No defense there, or the defense went AWOL anyway, and it's back to a 9-point game. That's a travel, yep, good hands. Well, it's a jump ball, and it is Nigeria possession.
Yeah, we can see Coach Laute is trying to show officials that has been a travel.
I've seen it called before as travel. There's the hold.
Yeah, and there's a travel.
Yeah. It did look as though Coach Laute had a point.
But credit to officials, I think they're managing this game so far pretty well.
Brilliantly, in fact. The layup is missed. Here's Gandiga. No three-point attempt. No two either. And that is Nigeria possession.
Yeah, if Mali is going to be smart at this time of the game, they are fully aware of that Akatora is on 4 fouls, so they would have to play her one-on-one to force her to commit the 5th foul, as she is quite a key player for Nigeria on the board, and offensively and defensively.
Torreira there asking for a committee decision to change the decision. It's not going to happen. Akator staying out of trouble. And that's a shot block, which means the shot clock stays on 10. Great hands from Diakite. Dinar defense. Again. Don't foul Torreira. 4 on the shot clock. Akator inside on the turnaround. And 2 and 1. That is such patient play from Nigeria. 1, possibly 1.5 seconds on the shot clock, and they get an and 1. On the foul line, Nigeria's number 21, Tony Yingifa.
And we're really happy to welcome back Nguma Koulibaly after that injury.
Timeout Mali. Second timeout of the second half for Coach Sylvain Laute. He's only got 1 left. Nigeria coach Sam Vincent, if he needs them, he's got 3 left. 1 team foul each. The score 43-32. Nigeria by 11 with 7:46 to go in the 4th.
Hard screen now. You can't get that right here on the spot. Okay? Come off looking at your shot. If you don't have it, you can reverse and you got a big down on the block. Okay? Hey, let's get a couple baskets and let's stuff the 3.
The eyes have it. Sam Vincent. Not quite an element of desperation in the voice of Sylvain Laute, but it's Mali's tournament. They're the hosts. They want to go to Spain. Prayers being offered up. Will they be answered? Mali somehow have to overcome an 11-point deficit. It may soon be 12 if they are to go to Spain in September 2018. Tony Yingifa fails to complete the 3-point play. Now, whose ball is that? It's Nigeria's. Well, the officials looking at each other, and they have decided it is Mali possession. 7 is the point now for Mali. Minata Keita. Wide open. Well, when you're wide open, why not shoot the ball first time? Oh, there's a trailing player. They didn't find her. That's a bit of a waste for Nigeria, but they've got it back again. And another loose ball, this time grabbed by Torreira. That's a held ball again, and this time it is Mali possession.
Would have been probably been better to reset that offense again and prepare a possession. Nigeria has to really play smart these last 7 minutes of the game and not let Mali to force them to rush their offense if they want to grab the win in this game.
Who would be a coach? It's great if you win. Possession, Mali. And Nigeria now making Mali take time to get the ball over the halfway line. Oh, that's good hands. And one or two of the Mali players appealing to the officials. Torreira there said, "Someone whack my arm, ref." And good referees that we've got said, "Get on with it." Oh, is that an offensive foul?
It has been a 5 seconds violation.
Oh, my word.
If you player who's taking the ball in, you have to see the referees to count it, and in that case, you have to try to at least hit the defender on the line to get the ball out of bounds again in your possession.
That's a great matchup, Yingifa against Gandiga. 23 is Kalu for 3. And the rebound for Nigeria, they've got a new 14. And they're going to make the most of it. Kalu comes off a screen. And the rebound is Koulibaly, loose ball. And here go Mali on the break. They've got an outnumbering situation. Well, I thought they'd lost the ball, but Nigeria committed the foul. And that's only the second team foul. The foul there against Nigeria's Adora Alonu. Tuck your shirt in, Sam. Yeah, there's the foul. Just, well, don't play defense facing the other way, so to speak. Diakite, hands off. Mali have gone very quiet offensively. Out of bounds, kick ball, new 14 for Mali. The defense of Nigeria is stifling at the moment. On the turnaround. And the rebound is Nigeria. I would suspect that Coach Lauti does not want turnaround three-point jump shots. Yingifa. Shot clock on 8. Anyway through? No. Huge rebound from Diakite, and she chases down the loose ball as well. It's getting late. Koulibaly on the turnaround, gets the 2. It's a 9-point game now. Koulibaly still believes.
Madu has been behind. He played the defense behind Koulibaly, and that's straight away a lost position.
Nigeria's trying to stay calm. Shot clock single figures. Yingifa. Oh, that's a prayer. Don't throw up prayers at this stage. Now Mali with a bit between their teeth. And the rebound and the foul. That's the third foul against Nigeria. Who, me? Yes, you, number 13. That's Evelyn Akatar. Is that her 5th? It is.
Yeah.
Well, do not applaud sarcastically. You do not want to get a technical. Akatar's gone.
That has has been a great defensive play from Nguma Koulibaly, covering that penetration of Ningifa.
They have restricted Akator to 7 points, and she's gone. Oh, the three-pointer at last! 43 plays 37 now. It's a 6-point game. Just what Mali needed. Their first triple of the game. The double team. No foul. Now will St. Vincent call timeout now. His team leading, but only by 6, having led by 12.
And we've seen Fatoumata Bakayoko hit these threes in yesterday's games as well. She has been such a three-point line threat.
Oh, the lane opened up. It's a 4-point game. Timeout Nigeria. 43 plays 39 with 4 left to go in the fourth. The crowd are going wild. There's the layup. And on this occasion, no team defense from Nigeria. 43 plays 39. Timeout Nigeria. Again, let's listen to Coach St. Vincent of Nigeria. If we can hear him.
Every time now, we got to get into something. Okay? Every time now, we want to get into something. And let's get in our 4 down. All right? Let's get in our 4 down. But I want to hear it.
Foul trouble there, but one player who has fouled out is number 13 for Nigeria, Evelyn Akatar, one of their key players, fouled out on 7 points. And it's just a 4-point game now. The crowd, the 6th man of Mali, doing their best to send them into the final. The losers won't go to Spain next year. The losers certainly will. Sorry, the winners certainly will. What am I talking about? Now, can Nigeria regroup, having given up 5 points in a row? Well, they almost gave the ball up as well. No foul, but they've got the ball. There was a foul there. No. There was a travel. Or even an out-of-bounds step. Yeah, she came from out of bounds. It's wild in there. 4 to go. And a 4-point lead for Nigeria, who have led by 12. If Mali score here, the place will explode. Good decision by Kalou to slow things down. The pressure intense now on Nigeria. Well, they don't get a shot away. Not a clean one anyway. The layup coming. The layup is missed. The rebound is taken. And the foul, it's a shooting foul. The dignitaries here at the Salamati Maiga Arena are loving it at the moment. Well, most of them are anyway.
It's always very important to go and support the player who goes to lace the ball up, because in case they miss, you there for the offensive rebound. And Ramata Deakidze right now has been at the right time at the right spot.
It's a 3-point game. Deakidze, no mistake with the first. The 3 officials under intense pressure now. 2 from 2. The closest Mali have been since, well, about the 3rd minute. The crowd believe. Of course they do. Ingifa under pressure. Pass underneath. The miss. And the foul. It's a shooting foul. Well, Torreira there, don't wag your finger at the referee. That's an obvious foul. Why she's disagreeing with that, I have no idea.
Yeah,
Aisha Mohammed on the foul line.
she's touching the head of a shooter as from behind, even from behind.
Now, I think last time Mohammed was here, she missed them both. She's missed the first. Not the second. Nigeria lead by 3. Substitution. Mohammed goes out for Nigeria. And here come Mali. As the foul against number... No, the crowd thinks it's an and 1. The score is waived. The foul is in Kalu.
Yeah, but we see that Nigeria is in a foul trouble, so that should be rewarded by 2 free throws. Yeah.
Torreira on the foul line. They want an and 1.
Yeah, and remember, Rory, when I mentioned at the beginning of this quarter, it will be very important to manage the team fouls, because by the end of the game, it could go against you. And that's the time for Nigeria right now.
This to make it a 1-point game. Which indeed happens. Nigeria need to regroup. They haven't scored anything other than a foul shot for a long time. And it's knocked out of bounds by Mali with 10 on the shot clock. Leadership there from Koulibaly. Someone needs to get free and they do so. And that someone is Kalu.
Kalu has checked the shot clock right now, knowing they're on the shot clock. Oh.
The rebound.
Oh.
And the foul. Tony Yingifa will go to the foul line.
I'm telling you something, bro. Nigeria has been 1 second away to get a shot clock violation right now, so that has been quite released to draw this foul.
The emotion in the crowd. Yingifa makes the first. Koulibaly just 2 fouls and Mali just 3 team fouls. Yingifa makes them both. Under the circumstances, 3-point lead is a big lead. Under 2.5 to go in regulation. Torreira. Why is that not an offensive foul? I ask myself.
Yeah, right now Cecilia Alcoy has been waiting there without any movement for almost 5 seconds for that penetration. That has been definitely an offensive foul, but possession on the side of Nigeria.
Turnovers, well, they probably don't matter at the moment. They will if they make one, obviously, but the number of turnovers isn't really an important aspect.
Yeah, Ngifa has left Kalu quite lonely on that half court against Mali's defense, so welcome her back.
The game of the tournament so far. And what's at stake? A place in Spain next year. Ngifa. Nigeria under all kinds of pressure. And the guard under no pressure. Yingifa.
Oh, that's a big shot.
Off the glass at Tony Yingifa. I thought I was going to say that was a prayer shot, but it banked in. 48 plays 43 in the last 2 minutes of regulation. Can't get it into the low post. No throw! I was about to say no 3, but the bank is open. It's back to a 2-point game.
What a game.
Who's going to crack? A minute and a half to go. A minute and a half before a team gets the ticket to Spain. 5 on the shot clock. The steal. This to tie. Oh! She dropped it and recovered. Anguish in the crowd. It's inside to Torreira. Koulibaly.
Great defense.
Shot clock on 4. And there's a foul on the play. The foul is against Kalu. 1 minute in regulation. It's 2 shots to Mali. Or is it indeed?
Yeah. That has been quite a key moment right now to commit this foul because Micah hasn't been even a danger for Mali.
And Coach Sam Vincent, the anguish all over his face. He's seen a 12-point lead become a 2-point lead. What's the call, he says. Now I think it's an offensive, is it an offensive foul?
No, there has been a foul Kalu has committed in the corner of the court, and because obviously Nigeria is in the foul troubles right now as a team, there has been 2 free throws now for Mali.
So 2 free throws that are successful will tie the scores at 48. The first misses. On the foul line for Mali, Maiga, Boubacar Maiga. The second is good, it's a 1-point game. The word wire comes to mind.
Yeah, there's a timeout call by Coach Sam Vincent.
And as we're in the last 2 minutes, Nigeria will have the ball in the front court. Again, let's tune in to the timeouts. Coach Sam Vincent asked one of his players if she was all right and wanted to go back in, and the answer was yes. It's 48-47, exactly 60 seconds remaining in regulation. And remember, Nigeria lost in the semi-final to Cameroon 2 years ago by 1. And at the moment they are leading by 1. The 6th man of Mali are exploding all over this arena. There they are. No one's seated. There are 5,000 seats in this arena, very few of them being used at the moment. Nigeria with the inbounds pass. They have a whole 24. The shot clock on 8. And the steal. Mali with an opportunity to go in front. It's a 1-point lead for Nigeria. They recover it somehow and go inside. The 2-point jump shot is missed. The rebound is Mali's. Koulibaly misses. And that is Mali possession. Koulibaly went to the hoop, she missed. 17.7 seconds remaining. 14 on the shot clock. Koulibaly wants to slow things down. She's got a finger in the eye, I think. There's cramp just about everywhere. Bodies everywhere. Chaos here at the Salamatu Maiga Arena in Bamako in Mali. Timeout. 48 plays 47. 48-47, 17.7 seconds remaining. Timeout. I think Sylvain Lauti called it. He did indeed. It's his last timeout. Nigeria have one timeout left. Nigeria in the penalty. Mali have one foul to give. Number 21 of Nigeria, their leading scorer, Tony Ngifa. Kalafu, she too on 11 points. Who is going to Spain next year? Well, number 12 for Nigeria. She's not going to play any further part, that's Madu. It's Mali possession. They have 14 on the shot clock, 17.7 on the game clock. Are they going to wait for the last shot to win it? Maiga, Diakite. It's missed. And that is Nigeria possession. 5 seconds. Does Coach Vincent want a timeout? He wants a sub. There's the ball. There's the foul. Now, there are 20 Nigerian fans very close to the court. They all wanted it unsportsmanlike. They're not going to get it. Just under 4 seconds remaining still. Nigeria possession. They lead by 1. It's chaos here in Bamako. Good chaos, that is.
And there has been a good call now from Sam Vincent to put another sugar on the court to help.
It's not over yet. They've got to get the ball in. There's another foul that has to be called unsportsmanlike. There was no attempt for the ball. Now that is now team fouls. It's not shooting, it is team fouls.
Yeah, and now let's see, because Ngifa wasn't really the right player to foul, as she has been shooting 2 free throws, couple possessions ago under this pressure, and she has made both. No choice pretty much, 3 seconds. They had to commit the foul very early.
Ngifa, 11 points so far. Well, she stays on 11. Just under 3 seconds to go. They need this really to make Mali need a field goal. She misses it. 2 seconds.
No foul.
Don't foul. That's it. Nigeria win by 1. An amazing game, 48-47. A distraught 4,000 fans here in Bamako in Mali, and just look at the ecstasy on the faces of Nigeria. It is Nigeria who go to Spain. A wonderful, wonderful exhibition of women's basketball, and some of the Mali players are in tears. They are distraught. Well, there's the shot block, there's another one. It was chaos at the end, but great chaos, and the Nigerian fans celebrating. The Mali fans are in utter distress. 48-41, what a game, what a semi-final. Nigeria celebrates, and